First. Good Friday to you all. We have a great show tonight on the Into the Void podcast, episode number 39. We're going to talk a little bit of comic stuff, a little Star Wars, a little Thunderbolts, and we're going to end it with a 24-book CGC unboxing. Let's go. Anybody still submit books? Oh yeah, why is this on the screen? This whole thing. I was showing Rev what Archie 50 is. If anybody's wondering, Archie 50, classic good girl cover art, and there was an homage that was recently purchased by me, and I was showing him this is what it's homaging. So
show them too. Show them.
They can see it.
No, show yours.
Oh, the Vampirella. Here's Vampirella homaging the Archie 50. So I took a chance. I was like, you know what? It seems unique enough. I think it's limited to 400. And I don't often do like variant spec plays or cover buys, but limited to 400 seemed unique. There wasn't a whole lot on eBay. And I was like, you know what? Let me take a chance on it. And if it doesn't sell, it's still a cool looking cover. It's an homage that some homages are done to death. Like, you know, Spider-Man 1 and all these other ones, right? Hulk 340. But this one I've never seen too many homages of, so I kind of like that. But yeah, it's a Vampirella homage there. So quick little side quest just to start it off. But here we are, and I got my buddy Reverend Wormwood to my left. How you doing?
Good. And as you can see in my little thing right here, Shadur Sanders has not been drafted yet. If he gets drafted, can someone please let me know in the chat? I'd like to know when he actually gets drafted, if he gets drafted at all.
Mm-hmm.
But no, so that Vampirella right there. I mean, I guess the idea is it's something you thought looked fun and you want to collect it, and that's fine. That's cool. You know, like look at a good
book. It was interesting. It's I like Vampirella stuff. I like, you know, it's all in the horror element. It's all in the genre, and it's just a fun one. It's nothing that I'm like emotionally attached to, so if it goes up crazy in value, I'd sell it immediately. But it's nice to have, you know, while you have it. Classic Bob Montana art, yes sir. Derek Neiman, how you doing, Derek? Good to see you. We got Emily in the house as well. Loved Archie as a kid. Yeah. Why didn't Family Circus become a big comic book series? Remember Family Circus?
Oh yeah, dude. The little maps they ran around all over the place. I used to love following those little maps. Yeah, absolutely. Every Sunday, man. Every Sunday for sure.
Fingers and toes. See you next weekend, both of you guys.
Right.
So welcome. If you're just getting in here, please hit the like button. If you're watching on the rewind, hit the like button. It's greatly appreciated. We're gonna chat a little bit, and then we're gonna bust open 24 books from CGC.
It's 24. Okay.
24. Yeah.
Oh shit! I didn't know. I'm glad.
How many did you think it was?
Like 15, 20. I don't know. 24 is a lot. I like it. You know.
Yeah. So we've got mine, yours, and Terry. He's an old comic shop owner that local to us, and so you might have seen one of the older videos. But basically, I went through his, back issues. Kind of gave him some direction on what to grade, and I sold a bunch of stuff for him as well. And so I pressed and cleaned, I think 4 or 5 books in here for him, and we get to see what those came out to be. And these are going to be ready for a Comic-Con coming up, so it's going to work out for him. So that's great. I'm excited for him to see what the grades he got. And it's a good time, man. Like, I love the game of CGC. It's its own game within the comic genre, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, and you love it too, right, Rev?
I love it, but then I also love, as we've done now twice, and I think this is going to be just as much fun as the first time. Let me bring you guys back out there at the internet. What I do is I give John, I think 8 or 9 books of mine, and I say these 2 at least need to be graded, but then I let him pick like 3 or 4 more on his own. Just pick them. Like whatever you think that I should get graded, go ahead, let him get graded. So I think I have 5 books in this submission right now. I know 2 of them, but I have no idea what the other 3 are. You know? And I honestly think you're fucking with me still on one of these books. You keep acting like you didn't do it, but I feel like maybe you did, and you're just playing games because you're good at this shit. Where you're good at the pretending
Acting?
stuff.
The
Yes,
pretending stuff, acting. I was gonna say acting, the pretending stuff.
you're a master pretender.
You know who's a really good pretender? Pedro Pascal is a very, very good pretender.
Really? Are you
Yeah.
segueing? What do you mean by
No.
pretender?
Oh yeah. Well, a pretender like pretends for a living. He lies for a living and gets paid for it.
Why are people giving this show shit right now? The Last
Good
of Us.
show.
Like, why are people giving that I don't know her name, but the other one
Ellie
giving?
Goulding. No, that's not her name. Is that her name? That might be her name.
I don't know.
No, not Ellie Goulding. L's her name from the show, but I can't think of her real actress's name. Yeah, if anybody's watching Last of Us, I haven't seen the new season though.
I haven't either.
I know roughly what I'm not going to say what happens, but I have an idea of what happens. It's what happened in the game, I'm excited to see it. Apparently, on IMDb, it still holds a 9.5, which is one of the highest rated TV shows ever.
It's good. It's good. It's a great show.
It was.
It's a good show. Holy shit! Matt Johnson showed up. Nice. And nice Tiger Woods there. Yeah, it's good, but I keep getting on Instagram, like I said, and I didn't solicit it. I didn't care, but I'm watching it. All of a sudden, people are kind of like just hating on this actress. Like, and I keep seeing people like showing who should have been her besides the actress they picked. But look, if you're a good actor or actress, or let's just say actor, and you get the role, fuck it, that role is yours, man. You don't need to look like a video game, you know?
Yeah, I mean, sure. I mean, look at Hugh Jackman and Wolverine. Completely different. But we all accept no other. I mean, well, we all accept Hugh as Wolverine now. But especially when you're dealing with young actors like that, there's a very finite, like especially when they're under 18, the guidelines to have a young actress like that on set is very, very strict because there's like a lot of legality in it. There's schooling that has to be done. There's all these things you have to consider. So to find somebody that is willing to do that is also good enough actress, has the chops, is difficult, so yeah, it is what it is.
Well, she was in Game of Thrones, and I was talking to our friend Jester, and I was like, look, man, she was great in Game of Thrones, and he was like, really? And I said, yeah, dude, listen, like, she played a little tyrant a princess or something like that, or queen. She acted that way amongst a bunch of old grizzled actors who were also playing kings and things like that, and she held her own. So quite honestly, I mean, in the video game, it's not a fucking spoiler alert. I don't know if it's gonna do it in the show, but in the video game, Joel.
Spoiler alert. Joel. Spoiler alert. Okay. If anybody's never seen Last of Us, spoiler alert.
But it's a video game. The video game's not gonna follow the show. I don't know, but anyway, fuck it. Joel dies, and then it goes on with Ellie the rest of the way.
Right.
So if you're going to kill Pedro Pascal, you might as well have somebody who can fucking act take over for the show. And I really think that she can do it. Yeah. You guys who are clowning on her looks and shit like that, she's laughing you to the bank. Fuck it. And you're going to keep watching too,
He's got enough on his plate anyway. He's Mr. Fantastic. He's the voice of the Mandalorian, Din Djarin.
The voice.
He really is. That's pretty much all he's doing. He's the voice, which is funny because Rev sent me this interview. I didn't even listen. I heard the news of Star Wars Celebration last weekend, but I never watched a single interview. And Rev's like, "Hey, did you see that interview with Filoni and about Ahsoka?" And I was like, "No." So I actually listened to it, and they asked Pedro. Ahsoka. There's an Ahsoka interview, and there's a Mandalorian movie interview. And they asked Pedro Pascal, and they're like, how does it feel? How did it feel to suit up and put the armor back on? And I could tell it was an awkward question because him and Filoni almost diverted the entire question. They went off on a tangent, but I knew as soon as she asked, I was like, that dude's barely ever put that armor on. He is a voice actor. Filoni even acknowledges that he's a voice actor, and Pedro even gives credit to the two stunt doubles, that the body actors that in the interview. So it's like that's really all he's doing. He's a voice actor. It's an easy paycheck for him,
Yeah, I mean, he's been in a few scenes where he took the helmet off to eat or whatever that shit was. I saw that, but yeah, that's fine. I mean, like that allow him to do more things. But I think that the interview I heard was for Ahsoka season 2. By the way, Johnny, look at me talking Star Wars. I'm all grown up.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm excited for you, man, because you're the real fan. You know, I want them to give you something that you will like. You know,
yeah, sure.
Because you're
Yeah,
a hater. You're a hater right now.
I am. The bandwagon hit, and I tumbled off the back, hit a bump. And but no, I do love Star Wars. I love the old school Star Wars. I love the idea of Star Wars. I don't like every direction, and it's different for everybody. It's some people can take a piece and love it for what it is in its own right, and then some people lets one thing, especially in connected universes, lets it affect everything else. It's almost like contagious, and it kind of bleeds through to other stuff. So I'm just the kind of mind. I have the kind of mindset where I look at something and even though I'm enjoying what I'm seeing, I'm thinking about all the other things that are going on around it. Yeah. And I'm just like, but this is garbage. This is garbage. And it kind of like taints it. And look, and that's just something that I just maybe need to work on and try to, accept pieces of art or stories or shows for what they are individually, instead of lumping them up. Because with that same respect, look at Marvel Phase 4, 3 and 4, or whatever. Like, a lot of that is I would say majorly not the best compared to what's good that came out of that. So am I going to not watch Endgame? I'm sorry. Am I going to not watch Secret Wars and Doomsday? Of course I am. So, so that's kind of it. But I hope Ahsoka does good. I think overall the last show did really well. Rebels is amazing. Rev, you loved Rebels, right?
Yeah. So again, we can go back in time with this one. I was really kind of standoffish in the whole idea because I wasn't a big cartoon person. And nothing wrong with them. I just wasn't me. And then Fingers and Toes and you and a few other people said, like, don't be an idiot, watch Rebels. And I watched like the first couple episodes and I was like, nope, it's a cartoon, man. I'm not in. And then I caught COVID and I was exiled to upstairs to my house. And I was like, well, shit, let me see what's going on. I started watching it and I was like, wait a minute here. Somewhere in the first season, they decided that it wasn't going to be just a kid show, that it was going to be a serious plot driven kind of adult show with fillers as well. And I started watching it, and dude, next thing I know, my wife's like, hey, come to bed. I'm like, fuck off. I'm watching this show, that didn't do well for me, but I finished it and it was very, very good, and then Fingers and Toes just mentioned this one right here. Andor.
Interesting conversation. Yeah.
You're a hater on this. Let me tell you.
No, hold on. Well, keep going. I'll explain. But yes, and no.
I'm one episode in, and the way it starts, I almost want to trick my wife and start it 20 seconds into it and say, sit down and watch this. Don't let the Lucasfilm shit with the little shiny things happen.
Yeah.
Just say, sit down and watch this.
Yeah. She
liked Blade Runner, so sit down and watch what's going on here. And if I don't tell her it's a Star Wars joint, she may not know. So far, what I've seen in the first episode. And if she gets involved because it's good, she may not care. It looks like it's filmed beautifully. And this is the last season, I believe. I'm watching it. I can't believe I'm watching it. So
you're saying episode 1 of season 1 or 2?
Yeah. This is first episode
of the first season. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So the thing with Andor is not that I hate it. I'm reluctant to fully invest in it because it does not feel like Star Wars. Like intentionally, it does not feel like Star Wars. And so I think I'm just kind of at a crossroads where I have to decide what Star Wars do I like. So, there's two camps. There's one that's like 100% George Lucas had the right idea. And by George Lucas's intention, Star Wars is made for kids. It is supposed to be fantasy. It can have elements of drama, elements of action and horror and all these things, but it is a fantasy, sci-fi fantasy show. So what they're doing with Andor is they're doing what they call like genre elevated stuff, right? And they're basically saying that like it could be this thing that's completely on its own different tangent that doesn't even feel like Star Wars. And I guess I'm just a little reluctant to like accept that, because I think one of the greatest things Star Wars had going for it was the ether. It had this feel. It had this, when you sat down and watched a Star Wars movie, even though it's famous now, you're 100% immersed. You see no production design. You see no thought process from his executives or marketing behind it. Like it's just 100% in love with itself. And Andor seems like I see what they're trying to do here. They're trying to do something, and it takes away from that veil. It's almost like the Wizard of Oz kind of stumbled out from behind the curtain. You get a quick glimpse at him, and then he kind of shuffles back into the curtain behind the curtain. It's like, I kind of see you, and it kind of ruined the effect for me. And I'm not sure if I want to continue believing the magic trick, if that makes sense.
It makes total sense, man. But hear me when I say this, and I say this with love in my heart, and I want to explain after I say it that strangely, you might be part of the problem.
Yeah, you know? maybe.
And I say it's because you're a fan, and it's weird because like part of you, what's up, Albert? Part of you is like, yes, I'm accepting of new stuff coming in. Obviously, with actually, no, let's not say Ahsoka. I was going to say Ahsoka. But you're accepting of new stuff coming in, but it's got to be good. But you also want it to be tied into the old shit, which it necessarily can't be.
It can respect the old stuff. It can respect the old stuff. And I'm saying like it as far as lore goes, it really has to.
How do we go forward then? How does Star Wars, how do we?
Well, no. It's not really about the story. It's not really about what's happening. It's about the filming. It's about the music and the direction. It's about the filter that is over in so many words. Like it's not necessarily Andor is a bad show and the events taking place in there suck. I think that they're all probably very, very good, especially from what I've heard. The question is, how is it fed to me? How is it delivered to me? Now there is a couple of things that I did hear is in season 2 of Andor that is kind of off-putting, and it's like they basically tackle a very adult topic that honestly, in a George Lucas Star Wars, it would have never even been a part of a conversation. But they basically tackle
is it erectile dysfunction?
Not far off. Maybe even the opposite.
Erectile malfunction.
Right. So like, but see, like things like that and certain topics like that, 100%, like kind of, they just yank me out of that world, out of that universe. And it's just not what I'm accustomed to. But I am of the mindset, I'm not completely closed-minded. And I do think that, if things don't adapt, they could die. And I know that you can't just keep doing the same thing over and over and over. But I'm just not sure if the storytelling should evolve to just tell different stories, or should the way that it's given to us evolve with like elevated genre. I don't know. I don't know what camp I'm in, and I'm trying to kind of figure it out. I know Fingers and Toes is I said it pops off, dude. It's a slow burn, but dude, when it gets going, holy crap! And the Empire is terrifying. And like this all sounds very appealing. I'm sure that the writing is good. I'm sure the writing is very good. Again, it's the can I get past the it doesn't feel like Star Wars, and I love the feel of Star Wars.
But you also don't love the feel of Star Wars because you don't like a lot of the stuff that's coming out, even though it's
the new Star Wars.
Yeah, but I mean, like I said, like how do we just kind of like again that we shit? How does a fan like stay in the past and move forward? I mean, the thing that I gripe about, and listen. I know this is not why we're doing the podcast tonight, but oh shit, magic just fell. Hey, I know it's not why we're doing the podcast, but it's something that when Star Wars stuff comes up, I think about it and I called you today. Remember I texted you, I was like, hey, yo, call me back, because Star Wars gets in and out of my fucking head in the lightning, because I don't care. But I do care because of you. I care about Emily. I care about Fingers and Toes. I think Dark Claw is a big Star Wars fan too. Doc Plagueis is a Star Wars fan. And the new Ryan Gosling joint that's going to come out in 2 years is a Star Fighters or Star something.
Yeah.
But finally, it takes place after the last of the new Star Wars. Yeah. So finally, maybe you have like a new story, and we can leave Skywalker shit behind and maybe write something good going forward, so you can see new stuff. Yeah, that it still can be Star Wars. This might be the beginning of something new, where we can finally all breathe a sigh of relief, and people can breathe a sigh of relief and just be like, "Fuck, can people just enjoy Star Wars again?" With Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, Yeah, it's no, it is. It's interesting, and again, it's what the thing is, and like I kind of caught a bit of what Claw's saying here. Maybe it's just not for you. Not all product Star Wars is for everyone. Do you watch Young Jedi? It's for kids. I believe in, and I believe it's canon. You're right. It is. It is. It is canon, and it is for kids. And that is a very good point. You know, if you look at, but okay, no, it's a good point. But it's also, it goes back to what I said at the beginning of the conversation. Star Wars is for kids. Like there's a fantasy element. Like Star Wars is okay to gravitate towards the young audience. But to go to like the topic of, I'm going to replace a word with a word that sounds like it. Grape is the word. Okay. Like in a very adult sensitive topic, right? Something that happens 100% in an adult world, right? It just takes the fantasy element out of it. It just does. It feels too real world. It feels too grounded. When I think of Star Wars, I think of not the furthest thing from where I'm at, right? It's to be put yourself in another realm. And when I hear topics and see things that feel like home, it takes me out of the fantasy element. But you're right, Claw. I mean, like Young Jedi is 100% is meant for like little kids, but that goes back to the original. You know, Star Wars is a kid show. Like now you got the Goonies thing. You had what was the show called? Skeleton Crew.
Yeah.
You know, and that is borderline like, you know, okay, so that's better. That's, you know, more indicative of kids and stuff like that. Mandalorian felt like Star Wars. It still felt like older genre, maybe like a young teen genre, but it still had that feel to it. And I just think there's something in the direction of Andor that's just 100% just feels like something I would see on like a NBC, you know, a hit show would come right after Lost. You know what I'm saying? Like a drama that would come after Lost. And I'm just like, okay, great. That could be great writing and great television, but it doesn't feel like Star Wars. So that's kind of like, think of it. Let's see what he says. Think of it as the Marvel universe, different stories in the same universe. You pick and choose what stories you read. Yeah. I mean, you're right. I can't think of it like that. I'm trying to.
Because you're never going to keep up with everything now. You're never going to keep up with everything because they have to create so much now for so many people that you're never going to keep up with everything and say like, I know it all. When I'm reading comic books, I have to go like, damn, I didn't know that happened. You know, and I have to kind of like maybe read the story or not read the story, you know? So it's like, so Claw's right in the fact that you kind of have to now pick and choose what you want to watch or read and believe, you know?
Yeah, sure. And like I said, I'm not hating it. I'm just reluctant to watch it. You know, I might stay in the Ahsoka camp or in the Tales of the Jedi or Tales of the Sith. I think the new one's coming out is what is the name of the new one? There's a new show. It's an animated show, but a Vision, Star Wars Visions. Those are really cool. The animated stuff. There's some really good stuff coming out of there. That's really cool. So it's just a matter of if I want to just watch the elevated genre stuff is all. Yeah, I mean, anything else on Star Wars that y'all want to?
Well, I'm just happy. I was happy to bring it to you. I was just happy to bring it to you. I wanted to see, like I said, because I know you're a fan, and I know that you've been kind of crying into your beer about it for a while now, and rightfully so. If I was a fan and I just kept getting shit on time and time again, I would feel the same way, you know? So
they've done some lazy stuff. They've done some lazy stuff for sure. And I don't want to keep beating a dead horse. We've had many Star Wars conversations on this podcast, but they've done just some plain, aside from the different genre, they've just done some bad writing, some bad choices, some bad directions and decisions. So, you know, who knows? Maybe if like everything else was good, you know, maybe if everything else that they did, it didn't sound like they cutted corners. It sounded like they had maybe the OG fans in their best wishes. Maybe I would be more acceptance for elevated genre show like Andor. But I feel like because they've shit on a lot of things in the past, and they've kind of like given the finger to OG fans, and we're going to do this new Kathleen Kennedy vision of Star Wars. It makes me feel like Andor is just a gimmick, throwing spaghetti at a wall. Let's see if this sticks, you know, and it might stick, and I'm glad it sticks because the franchise, I would love for it to continue, but It might be a combination of things, is what I'm saying.
All right, real quick, rapid fire, just because people are asking, what are your words and what are your thoughts on Kanye West? No, moving on.
Legion of Paper, the Disney IP, Predator, Badlands. All I've seen is still images. All I've seen is still images. So they own. So correct me if I'm wrong, Legion of Paper. Because they bought Fox, do they now own Predator? Is that what it is? The Predator IP, and so this Badlands is their first. That's all I know, and I've seen still images. Is it good? Does it look good?
Is that the one I'm seeing recently with like the CGI Predator kind of thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, look, listen. I hope it's great, but give me the fucking puppets, man. Give me real puppets all the time, please.
Give me that handshake. If they don't create that handshake.
Yeah, dude, we should do that as our new intro. You and I just grease our arms up and do it. You know?
Yeah. Let's watch. Let's watch that trailer right now because neither of us have ever seen it. So we'll do a quick reaction to that trailer, and then we can talk Thunderbolts very quick, and then we'll get into the unboxing.
Let's do it.
Predator Badlands. Dylan, you son of a bitch.
I want to thank Walk for the Kanye comment.
Oh, Walk's in the house? Oh yeah, that was his comment. I should have known.
Uncanny. You gotta know.
Hey, I hope I heard Marvel's doing a new series called Uncanny Kanye. All right, let's see. Here we are. All right, let's watch this trailer. Never seen it.
I didn't think you survived.
Ooh.
You're hunting something that can't be killed.
Oh yeah, dude. I know it looks cool. Looks great.
Yeah, it looks cool. I want to be puppets though. I don't want the CGI.
Yeah,
cool.
I mean, it's. I could see that it's a combo. I think they probably did some sort of prosthetics and then they CGI'd over the top of it.
Mm-hmm.
And but I mean, visually, I like how it looks.
Yeah,
I think it looks pretty good. Yeah,
I think that actor's talented too. I don't know her name, but whenever I see her, I go, "There's some gravity there." I think she's good. So I mean, who am I? But I said Pretenders earlier.
Check the trophy heads afterwards. Whole new worlds opening up. What you mean? What do you mean? The trophy heads.
More Predators? So good. I'm in. Just let it be good, dude.
Yeah.
I like Predator too. So I was.
Let me good storytelling, and this is kind of like my own argument against my reluctance against Andor. Good storytelling can overcome a lot of things, a lot of visual dislikes. So again, I'm not. And Crystal watched all of Andor too, and she loved it. So I think I will give it a shot for sure. I'll give it a shot. Okay, great. I miss Star Wars, man. I miss fucking I miss Star Wars.
Do you watch the old movies over and over again? Have you
I haven't in a while, but this weekend, Revenge of the Sith is in theaters and it's doing like really, really well for being a.
Was that the last one?
That's the last of the prequels.
That was a good movie.
Yeah,
that was a good movie. I liked when Anakin became a little human McNugget. I thought that was good.
Yeah, actually, I've never. Oh, I did see that in theaters actually. Yeah, so I can go watch him slaughter some younglings again. On the big screen. Okay, let's dive into quickly Thunderbolts.
Yes.
What's so the buzz about Thunderbolts is crazy. It's like really, really good. But okay, here again, my own argument against myself. Thunderbolts is an elevated genre movie. It is 100% a spy, espionage, darker version of Marvel. Right? It is the word on the street. That's the filter that is over that movie and the topics that it's discussing. So a little bit more towards, like, I guess you could say, the Winter Soldier side. But apparently it's definitely on the darker side, and it is just getting incredible reviews from early screenings.
Look, the Captain America that just came out. I know you didn't like it.
I barely liked it.
It set the groundwork for some stuff that's been kind of like a good idea and not something so fantastical. You know, all the movies we like, they were out in space and weird creatures and shit like that. I like the idea of like espionage at home, you know, like some sort of like, you know, so you have these people, these Thunderbolts, whatever the asterisk is for, I don't know why, but I forgot who the bad guy is. You told me the
Sentry.
Is Sentry the bad guy? No.
The Void is the bad guy.
Okay.
His other half.
Okay. And I read Sentry. And by the way, Sentry's a great book. But so Sentry has a cape. That's cool. But I mean, the rest of it's just kind of like, how did these fairly average people take on a freaking super being? That's something that you can relate to. That's kind of cool, you know?
Yeah.
So, and if they film it kind of gritty, like it looks, I mean, like, yeah, I can appreciate that, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. So yeah, getting really good reviews. Sounds really good. The trailers from the first trailer, I was like, I think this is going to be their, I can't think of the term for it, but like their, like it's like an underdog thing. It's like coming up from behind that nobody, you know, unexpectedly, you know, was expecting. All I'm saying is Thunderbolts has their Captain Americas in it. They better get the job done. Yeah, Thunderbolts has their captain. Like, so you're saying like Sam Wilson is in it also?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I know they got.
I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
Why not? But I mean, the thing is, you got nothing to lose. You got nothing to lose. You know. So I mean, let's go. You and I are going to go watch it next Friday, hopefully. And
yes,
just go have a good time, man. And I'm not going to have. I'm not going to. Who can sit here and say like, oh man, I'm like the biggest Thunderbolts fan. I've read all the books, all the. You know what I mean? Like, come on, let's not do that. Let's just go watch the fucking movie and have a good time. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what's going to happen for sure.
Mm-hmm.
It looks amazing. It does.
What's a popcorn bucket?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I have no idea. Have one.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of what else. Yeah. Oh, that's all I can say.
That's it. On to the books.
Like on to the books. Oh, go see Sinners in theaters. Go see Sinners.
I saw one quote that Haley Steinfeld had in the movie and it made me blush.
What was the quote?
He was like, "You wouldn't get out of my damn life," and she was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Last night when you were like,"
oh yeah.
I heard that quote. I was like, "Oh wow."
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Hawkeye getting crazy.
Sinners is the best movie I think I've seen this year so far, for sure. For sure.
Like in a calendar year, or we're only in April?
No, like we're only in April.
Okay.
I mean, I can't even think of what I saw last year, but Dune 2, I think if we're in the same, if we're going 365, I think Dune 2 is definitely up there, but Sinners is, oh my God, dude. And it's just so good. It's so good. Even if you're not a horror fan, it's very, very good.
Sounds good.
Speaking of horror, there's some horror books in this box right here.
That's a segue.
That is a segue.
Hey, Johnny, before we do that, you need to help me out. Where's our background music, man?
I like the silence. I think we're good.
Oh, you know what? Fuck it then. I don't care.
Yeah, I think we're good.
My man.
All right. 24 books.
Okay.
Got a little bit of everything in here.
Some of mine. I'm not going to see the chats now. I'm just immersed in what's going to happen here.
All right.
And you don't know any of the grades. You're good. You don't know anything.
No, I don't know any grades. I did pick up this variant today from my local comic shop. I like this book. You ever seen this?
No. What is that?
Yeah. This is like this is one of those. Yeah, Scarlet Witch number 10. Kawasi, I think. Ava Kawasi variant. It's a cool book, man. I like Chinese characters. Caricatures? Caricatures?
Or art.
Or art. Well, they are, like they are, yeah, it's a very beautiful language. So anything like I have a Texas Chainsaw Massacre shirt with all the words in it are in Chinese characters.
Okay. Oh, okay, I got you now. Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. All right, new packaging.
So when you open them up, let's have your stories. Look at that. Oh my goodness.
That's one. I'll watch my
one. That's oh my god.
Yeah, it's gonna be two series.
It's weird now. It's like I buy
Whoa,
books when I buy random books. I always think to myself like, ooh, I want to just get this graded because of what you said. It's just the game. It's the game. Like how high can you elevate it and then get a grade back? So again, we've talked about that a bunch. But I'm excited about this one.
It's and I think the fun part is, it's a game that's fun. It's a game that can be rewarding, and it's a game that also it does take some skill, man. You got to know what you're looking for, especially if you clean and press your own stuff. It's like you got to know, like I said, the potential of the book, and it's fun. It's fun. All right, so let me count here: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 11, 12.
Uh-oh.
20.
Uh-oh. Is it lost in mail?
What the fuck? Bro, I could have swore I had 24 books here. I'm counting 20. Let me check. Hold on. Let me check something real quick.
What you can check?
I'm going to check my submission, make sure I had.
Uh-oh.
Oh, but I can't. Yeah, items 24. Shipped. Let's see what the shipping says. There's something wrong with me? Am I counting something wrong?
Just don't look at the grades.
Delivered. All right, we got one tracking number says delivered.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna count this again.
Go ahead, take your time.
2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 20. Oh shit! There's a thing at the bottom too. Woo! Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. Okay. Woo-wee. All right.
That's good teamwork, man. I remain calm for you to remain calm. We got it done. Sip of the wine. Sounds good. Shall we begin?
Yeah. All right. What's first? I don't even. Let me see. Okay, cool. We can do this one first. This is one I threw in because I got it in collection a long time ago. Super high grade. It's on that horror vibe. Okay. So yeah, this is okay. So it's on that horror vibe. This is a Giordano cover, I think. Infantino. Yeah, Giordano cover.
That's the first Scarecrow?
No. This is just a cool Batman Copper Age issue. Cool cover.
Nice. Cool.
Yes, yeah, super high grade. So I sent this in because I thought it could get a 9.8, and I hope it did. Let's see. Ooh.
Hey.
All right, that's cool. Yeah, look at the moon, the cemetery. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, that's
the
cool.
moon. 1 for 1. 1 for 1, Johnny G.
You want to do market report in real time, or you want to do it after?
That's entirely up to you, bud.
Let's do it in real time. Yeah, let's take our time with it.
Simultaneously,
Yeah. Let's go. All right, hold on. Bear with us. Look, just chill out. Just hang out. We're all good here. It's Friday night. All right. What is this?
Smoke, a little drink.
Batman 373. And here's something too. I was kind of like considering when I was getting a couple of these new lots I've gotten in recently. I'm like, okay, what do I grade? And really, I think definitively I can just say grading for me is 98%, 99% all about value. Because I was like, okay, here's my option. If it's not worth it value-wise, I'd rather have the book to open and flip through and read if I want to read it. Like, I'd rather have the book in its full form if the value is not there. And so it's just really allowed me to like be like very specific with what I'm going to grade. Now that can change as the market changes too. But
it's interesting you say that because like I'm almost not being, the contrarian, but it's
Sure.
funny because I read so much that I only actually buy expensive books. I'll read them, but only I buy them to get them slabbed. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Damn,
Yeah.
that's right.
170 and a 9.8. Let's see. It's like so you got 62 on the census last sale, fixed price for 200. See, here's the problem with well, not the problem, but some of the reason why this is a little bit lower is because, you got auctions, people do auctions. And when this thing goes to auction, it's selling for 140 when it's a fixed price and people, buy it now, it's at 200, 180. So just kind of show you the price cut that you take whenever you do an auction. It was selling for 300 in 2021, 2022, 2023. So 158 graded. And
really, for a random book, just one you liked?
Yeah, I liked it. And I
graded though. That's part that's wild.
And yeah, I liked it. I was like, look, it's in the horror element. I was like, let me see what the 9.8s go for so I can make sure the value's there. I mean, look, it's a win no matter what, because again, this came in a collection 4 years ago. Collections twice paid for itself. But so there's 62 9.8s on the census for that one.
So, how many? 62?
Yeah, 62 9.8s. Yep.
Now, is this already updated for yours, or is it like not included yet? You think?
Actually, it is. I think they're pretty. What's up, Zim? I think they are pretty quick with their updates. Yeah.
Okay. I wondered about that stuff because I've never thought to look up mine, the ones I get slabbed or whatever like that, and see how the dumb ones that I like a lot, or how little of them have actually been slabbed. I wonder if I have a one of one, just because sometimes I pick random stuff to slab.
Let me tell you, that is a thing.
Huh.
For sure.
Okay.
Just by having one of the only ones. All right, hold on, let me try to fuck these up. What do we want?
I'm putting in for the next submission. I'm putting in both my foil Absolute Martian Manhunter, and I'm putting in the Cover A regular. I just want them both done.
Yeah. Okay.
Just really excited about that book. I did not pick up my books this week, by the way. I was fucking busy.
Yeah.
Too busy.
All right. Next up, we've got a Rev book.
Get rid of that. Get rid of that screen.
This? Oh, my bad. Hold on. Sorry.
Yay! All right, so you picked that one. You picked that one. Okay.
I picked this one.
The only two I wanted for sure graded, I believe, was the She-Hulk one that you got with the pregnant issue, with the Vanity Fair issue, and the Mr. Sinister. Yep. So this is one of the three you picked.
Yep.
All right, cool.
I think it looks really good with the blue label.
Yeah. Homage, and of course, two of my favorite characters right there, X-23 and She-Hulk herself. It's got to be a 9.8, Johnny. Let's see. Please. Hey!
Very nice. All right. Good job.
Straight to the wall so the wife can go like, God damn, one more. Now you got a combo cover of She-Hulk and X-23?
Yeah.
Yes. Woo! The census says what?
The census, you want to look it up? Yeah, you want to look it up?
Real quick, why not?
Yeah, let's look it up. She-Hulk, so that is She-Hulk 1 from 2022, Mike May variant.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I'm interested. It's one of those, did I do a good thing or did I do a dumb thing? I'm
going to say that book, 9.8, 90 bucks.
I bought it for 20. I'm going
to say $90. 70 to 90.
Okay.
We'll say $90 bucks.
That's a win.
From what year? 2022? Is it this one?
Thank you.
Variants.
I bought it for $20 and I graded it for $25. So I'm into it for $45.
Okay. What? Let me see. Hold on here. I wish it would have the year. Oh, it does. Yeah, that is it. 2022.
That's about right.
It should be this. This was the cover A, right?
No, so it's not cover A. It was a variant for sure.
No. I'm saying like this right here on the screen was the cover A.
Should be like a Jin Bartel cover.
and I can't. Let's see.
Oh, it's
Here
not.
we go.
It's
Here we go. Here
it's
we go.
not on
Here
the
we go.
screen. It's not on the
I found
screen.
it.
It's
I
hidden
found
at
it.
the bottom screen.
I found it.
You don't have it shared.
Oh, I don't have it shared.
That's what I was like. I don't know.
Oh, my bad. I'm an idiot.
There we
Sorry.
go.
Here we go. Found it.
All right.
$95.
Hey. Okay.
All right. 9.8. There we go. $95.
How many are graded? How many are graded?
Last sale was for 105. Let's see. On the census, 289.
Okay.
No. 318 graded, 289, 9.8s.
Okay. What a great read, by the way. I give Jono got me into that book, and I really enjoyed it a lot. Yeah, it was just a story that just had nothing to do with anything serious in the Marvel universe. It was just Jen trying to get on as a lawyer, and it didn't work. It didn't work out for her, of course. All right, what's next?
Next up, hold on. This is one for Terry, the comic shop owner. This is one I chose for him. This is first appearance of Bane, Vengeance of Bane, number 1, first appearance of Bane. And gorgeous cover by Glenn Fabry.
Yes. Yes. What do you think?
I thought it could get a 9.8, which is why I sent it in. This would be
Without
a nice
further
one.
ado, let it ride. Hey!
Oh, hell yeah, man. Let's see. That's nice, dude. Ooh, that is nice. That's very nice.
Glenn Fabry art is always good. He's most known for Preacher. He did a lot of the Preacher covers. If you guys haven't read Preacher, go read it. But his covers will make you feel the ick in Preacher. You'll feel icky about yourself.
He reminds me of Boris, man. Boris Vallejo. Very, very of that genre. Boris Vallejo, Frank Frazetta is not quite as like hyper realistic, but like Boris Vallejo for sure. Reminds me of this guy here. He did a lot of the magazines and stuff, like all the weird horror magazines.
I'm nodding my head. I don't know, but I'm agreeing with what you're saying.
He did just a bunch of magazines in like the 70s and 80s. Amazing artist.
I like it. What you got next?
What do we want next? Let's see. The good thing is the way I have them in here is they're all upside down, so I can see the covers. I can see the bottom of the books. So, hold on.
Shadur Sanders has still not been drafted.
Still?
This guy was supposed to be drafted in the top 10, man. Oh, my God. Ooh.
All right. Next up.
All right. What you got?
All right. Pulled a Johnny book. Fright Night, number 1 newsstand.
What year?
If I had to guess, I don't. Let's see, 1987.
No, that looks really
88.
quick.
88.
I'm gonna say 9.6.
9.6.
You think a 9.8?
Black cover newsstand 9.8. Yeah, this thing was clean as hell. I bought this from the owner of the Angry Girlfriend variant, the Spider-Man 14.
Was it at that show?
From his booth. Yep. Nice. Remember whenever we did the interview? I bought it from that day. Clean copy.
Right.
Clean copy. Looking for a 9.8 on this.
There you go. All right. You're 2 for 2, buddy. You're 2 for 2.
Let's see what that is. Dude, 9.8 newsstand. That's fucking beautiful. Holy. I like that. That's nice. Hold on. Black cover newsstand. I bet you it's undervalued. I bet you it's not as high of a value as I think it should be. Doesn't matter because I love Friday Night. I actually have that entire run. Friday Night from the 80s.
Everything was coming up, Johnny.
Let's see. Fright Night 1. Fright Night 1 newsstand edition. Hold on. Share the screen. 130. Yeah, that's so dude. That is so undervalued, man. 100. Oh, wait, hold on. So, interesting.
As I dig deeper.
So the only one, whoa, this is hold on. There's not many of these. 22 graded, only 5 9.8s.
5 now.
5 now. That's actually pretty crazy. But here's the thing too. Like, okay, only 5 9.8s. That's pretty damn rare, pretty damn scarce. But you also have to look at like how many people are attempting to grade this. Is it because it truly is? This is 88. So this is the start of the incline of the comic shop and the decline of the newsstand. So there definitely are lesser of them. And do people just not want to send lower grades in? So maybe people just don't want to waste their time. But like, or do people just not care enough? You know?
So 88, things are still going good. When are you going to say like the comic fall was? Like 93, 94?
The comic fall? No.
Later?
You're talking about like the market?
Yeah, when people started going like, all right, enough is enough, and comics started to fail, and Marvel started.
I think that was in like the mid. I mean, I wasn't collecting back then, but I think mid to late 90s. That's why your early 2000s stuff. That's like why NYX and stuff like that is so holds better value because the print runs were just way lower back then. I think by the mid to late 90s, I think that's whenever it started. I think late 90s it started to crash. Oh no, mid 90s started to crash. Early 2000s, like literally like 2001 is when CGC came out, and they kind of like almost reinvigorated the market because people started sending books in to get graded. It was a combination of like X-Men first, like X-Men coming out in the Fox universe, and then CGC grading comic books. Almost was like a defibrillator to the hobby a bit.
I'd wonder because remember, like I always look back at the first appearance of like Yelena Belova. She all those covers back then had just like really like busty women on them in weird ways, and I felt like that was like Marvel's like death knell, where they're trying to just do whatever it took to get money in.
Yes.
So that era is like when I feel like they were dying, and then I think it's widely believed, and I didn't realize it until like a year or so ago, but that Blade is the one that brought them all back. The movie Blade.
Yeah, Blade was Blade was
before X-Men. Was Blade before X-Men?
Blade was, right? Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Blade was before X-Men, yeah. But it wasn't as much of like of a pop culture phenomenon as like X-Men was. Sure, but it was. It was like the start of like, hey, comic book movies could actually be like quality. Got a rev book.
Oh shit. Okay, hold on here.
All right.
What's it gonna be? Oh, okay. Oh, you picked that one too. Okay.
I did. Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah. Okay. So that just means that I don't remember what I really wanted you to pick that Fantastic Four with Hitler on it, but
dude,
it's gonna stay at your house if you didn't. It's gonna go back.
We can send it. We'll send it. We'll send it. We'll send it. I promise we'll send it.
So this came from the brothers. And you and Dark Claw, our friend Albert, told me these books over there, and I went and found it, and there was like 50 of them in a row.
Yeah.
I had to like find the one that I thought was the best condition, but you get nervous, and I think I did the best I could. I got the one before with Punisher shooting the tranquilizer dart through his body. Graded as a 9.8, was beautiful. I think this should be 9.82 as well. Fuck it. Let it roll.
You pressed it, right? You pressed this?
I did press it.
All right. 9.8.
Let's go.
Whoa.
Just fucking throw it away.
What happened?
Does it say anything? Is it missing a page?
We can actually look at the grader's notes, actually. Hold on. I'll tell you right now. Hold on. Let's see.
I wasn't going to sell it anyway. 9.2.
Grader's note. Yeah.
They found it was my book.
Let's see. Indent, right top of back cover, bend right bottom.
You like asked me if I pressed it like
front cover. No, I swear to God. Oh shit. Oh, I see it. 100% I see it.
Okay.
Oh, actually, there's a couple of there's some creases at the bottom corner, bottom right corner.
Okay. There's a 9 too. Shit, I gotta trust the grade.
Yeah. No, you 100% you can see it.
Yeah. Filthy Frank. Fuck you, Frank. Oh well. And you picked that one, Johnny?
I did. I'm sorry.
What happened to the vaunted Paper Chase Eye?
I didn't. Honestly, I didn't. I should have looked at condition. I didn't look at. I didn't overlook. I didn't take your books out of the bag.
That's fine.
I looked at
You trusted me to be my own man. I appreciate it.
I did. I trusted you. I was like, if Rev says that these are pressed to the best of the ability, I'm going off of just the book alone and the book. That's it. That's how I did it.
That's fair. Well, look, I hope I take the loss, and then you win everything else. It'd be great.
No.
I fall on the sword, Johnny.
No, buddy. You don't have to do that. All right, this is one for Terry. This is the comic shop owner. This is one I chose for him. I thought he should get graded. He had a very clean copy of this book right here, X-Men 266, First Appearance of Gambit. So I clean and pressed this for him.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it could get a 9.8. I thought it had a chance. 9.6 bare minimum. Bare minimum 9.6. But I thought it had a shot at a 9.8. Let's see.
Let's see.
I hope, man, because this is a nice book for him.
The Man Thong book. The Man Thong. Let's go.
Oh, okay. 9.6. All right. I'll take it.
Mm-hmm.
That's still a great book in 9.6. Still a great book. Okay, cool.
The second appearance of Gambit.
It is. You said that the last time I unboxed mine, it was a 9.8.
Let's just be honest here.
Ooh, man. Okay. So this grader's on. I think this grader is very accurate. I think this grader is very, very accurate. I don't think he's like, I think he's like a good grader from what I've seen.
I feel like we should get when you get a new mattress, it has like quality tested by, I think that we should get cards by the people who are like testing or grading,
Yeah.
That'd be good. Like, how do they get raises at these places? At CGC, how do they get like raises?
I don't know.
All right, what you got?
So now I'm going to say, because I see that this grader's, he's got a good eye for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I send this one in and Dave Stevens.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I send this one in and I was like, man, there's a little bit of like color loss.
Fading or rubbing?
Like almost like a rubbing on one of the letters here. Now through the slab, I can't see it. I'm not looking in the best of light, but I was like, oh, but I can see it being overlooked. I can see it being negligible. That's the key word, right? Negligible is CGC define like, is the deficiency almost so unrecognizable it can get a 9.8.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought maybe there's a little color up here. I'm going to say that this guy spotted this, and I'm going to say this is a 9.4.
Okay.
If he didn't spot it, it's a 9.8. Ready? Dave Stevens, Alien Worlds. Holy shit. It ain't
there you go.
Nice. Oh, this is beautiful.
There you go.
Nice.
Hey.
Alien Worlds number 4. All right, let's see.
Let's go to it.
Let's see what's going on here. Dave Stevens has maintained a little bit of value. This will go. I have a Planet Comics number 1, 9.8, and a Johnny Quest 5 and a 9.8. Those are some great books. I think Dave Stevens is going to hold some value over the long term.
Well, it's not like his quality of work can go down like Frank Miller's.
Great point. That's actually a very, very good point. And I've said in the past, I think the Dave Stevens craze that happened last year was more of an awakening, not necessarily a fad or a hot book, right? It was more of just like I said, an awakening.
I like that.
140. Wow, dude, the market is so soft right now. It's unbelievable. The market, one last sale was 137. Dude, the market is so like, let's see what this was selling a year ago.
A year ago, $300.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm just guessing, but
300. When was the Dave Stevens craze? Looks like it was 1 year ago exactly. 400. Let's see, 350, 375.
Woo!
So 350, 375 down to what I say, 130.
140. What's funny, 137. But it's even crazy because last year we were saying like, oh man, prices are down, but that was prices are down at 370.
Yeah. Actually, hold on. Look, let me share this. Yeah, look, you can see the trajectory right there. You see the graph?
Woo, yeah.
That's fucking scary, dude. That's crazy. Oh my. Oh my. My, oh my, oh my.
But you still got the grade you wanted.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm just kind of baffled at the comic market. We're in an era, man. We're in a time where we're gonna look back and be like, dude, shit was tanking, shit was crashing.
Dark Claw just walked in and he wrote this. He goes, I'm back. What would miss good grade. What I
And I
miss
miss-
good grades. And you would think that you did miss good grades, except for Johnny's got 9.8s on everything. He's just commiserating over there for the market being soft.
Yeah, that's all. I got a 9.6 on. So we got
Terry's book.
9.8 Alien
Yeah.
World Stevens. We got Terry from old comic shop in Kenner. He got a 9.6 on the Gambit. Rev got a 9.8 on this Daredevil right here.
Damn it!
Fright Night 1 newsstand, 9.8. That was one of mine. Vengeance of Bane. This is one of Terry's. 9.8 on that one. I've got a 9.8 on the She-Hulk #1, the Mayhew variant. And then you saw the first one. You saw the Giordano Batman Scarecrow one.
All right, what's next?
All right. Let me put these back in order. Hold on.
It's crazy because once you've opened these, and I know you have them in your possession, we've looked at them. It's like in my mind, I just want to like come to your house right afterwards. I'll be over there as soon as the show is over to grab them.
Yeah.
I just want them in my possession. But here we go.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Let's go with got a Rev book.
Oh shit! We're going to have like 2 after this one. Oh, okay.
You want to save it?
No, fuck it. Here we go.
Cool.
I had a very good friend, Albert Darklaw, bequeathed this book to me. He almost tried to buy me a Spider-Boy book.
He bought this book from me for Kevin.
At a Whatnot show that Johnny was doing, which he's going to be having soon. It's a great book. And Johnny pressed it. He called me one day and he goes, "Listen, are you sitting down?" I go, "Yes, I'm sitting down." He goes, "Listen, I don't want you to get your hopes up." He goes, "I think it's going to be a 9.4. And I told him, I said, "I'm fine with that, man. I don't care." But when he said 9.4, you immediately wanted to be more than 9.4 just because fuck it. But Johnny said it's probably 9.4. I'm happy to have it.
I think I said a 9.6.
Okay.
Let me see. Man, the slab you can barely tell. It's got a couple of small spine ticks.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there was anything on the back.
It's gonna go on my wall yet again, and my wife will come in here and she'll be like, again, I'm gonna say it ad nauseum. She's gonna be like, "What the fuck is going on in this room?" And I'll be like, "What do you mean?" She's a well-written cover. I mean a character.
So Johnny's got Vampirella, fucking good girl.
Archie.
Yeah, Archie. All right, so get off my back.
You said 9.4. Well, see, the problem is you have Star Wars and cool things in your wall, and I have Spider-Woman and X-23 and She-Hulk. So it's hard to make a case for me. 9.4.
My wife just thinks I'm a psycho because I have just a bunch of horror stuff all around. So I thought 9.6 on this is what I thought. But looking at it through the slab, those 2 spine ticks are very, very negligible. We'll use that word multiple times tonight because that is the key phrase, negligible. So small, you can barely give a fuck is really what that means.
In the end, I don't give a fuck because I'm keeping it.
Yeah, I'm going to say this is no lower than a 9.6, but you do have a shot at 9.8.
I'm going to say 9.4, and thank you so much, Albert. I love you. Let's go. Hey!
Yeah, buddy. Yeah. All right.
That makes up for that Daredevil. Thank you very much, Dark Cloud.
Hell, dude, that's a great book. Look at that, dude. Let's look that
right on the wall.
Up. Let's look it up.
Sorry, Mel.
Sensational She-Hulk 34.
Hold on 1 second. Let me go get her real quick. She won't get on screen. Let me just 1 second.
Okay.
1 second.
All right. I'll look at the market. Sensational She-Hulk 34. All right, here we go. Let me share this. Okay, no, you guys can see it already. All right, perfect. 9.8. 263 on the census. I'm sorry, 9.8 is on the census. 617 graded, 263, and fair market value of $110.
Hey, all right, cool. Thank you again. Thank you.
110, buddy. 110. I like it.
I'm going on my wall right next to Dark Claw's wife's little sticker she made for me.
Yeah.
Wonderful. I can mark that one off the list. There's just one more book in my way for She-Hulk run.
Yeah,
I need a few
boy.
more, but the other big one that I won't be getting anytime soon.
Okay,
Jumper.
this next one is one of my Italian horror comics that I already have a 9.8 of it, but so I do think this one will be for sale. I bought this on eBay.
Mhm.
Looks really cool. Definitely not a whole lot of these out there. So let me check the label on this. So it says Tomb of Dracula 18 Atlantic Forlagas AB 1982 Dracula number 7 Swedish edition. Reprints Tomb of Dracula number 18 through 20. From Dracula number 1. Okay, so yeah. So anyway, Swedish edition. And this I thought 9.8, and then after looking at it after the press, I think I went to 9.6. But very cool. Very cool. I'm gonna stick with the American edition, but this one looks cool. They changed the colors. They added this little square, very, very foreign here. This is very Giallo-esque, actually. Giallo is like Italian horror. You have a murderer, and there's a lot of images of his black glove and the knife. Like the camera will just kind of focus on that, and a lot of murders that take place in red lighting. That's Giallo horror. And
Giallo.
this little caption here, and her look on her face is very of that. So just kind of cool just to see how the Swedes and the Europeans take our stuff and do something different with it. All right, 9.6 would be nice. Pretty unique regardless. 9.4. Okay. Hey,
that's not bad.
No, it's not bad. It's cool. White pages, 9.4. Gil Kane cover, Tom Palmer. Swedish. All right. Oh, yeah. The little soft corner there. Yeah, I can see it. I'm not.
What is a soft corner? It's just not sharp like
Yeah.
edges like okay. I got it.
Yep.
Okay.
And then also the back too. It's really hard with these Swedish editions. The backs are really there's like a lot of color rub.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to tell like what's color rub and what's part of the printing process. I don't know. 9.4.
That's not bad. Where did you get that one to kind of like have the, like
eBay.
did you get it from okay.
Saw it on eBay. Yeah, just cheap and just picked it up.
Cool. What's next?
Okay, let's do this one real quick. This is one for Mr. Terry, comic shop owner. I chose this Spawn 1, cleaned it and pressed it for him. Didn't really take much of a cleaning. Just get this a little bit of maintenance on it, and easy 9.8. Always will hold a little bit of value in a 9.8. I hope we got a 9.8. If not, it's the value really kind of tanks there. So kind of sweating a little bit here.
Let's go. Do it.
Ooh,
hey,
nice.
Ooh. There you go, nice. Terry. That's for you, buddy.
Hell yeah. Cool.
Nice guy again. Once again, nice guy. Nothing like hanging out in a dude's storage shed, talking about life. As I slowly moved to the exit and did like the top right there, I was like, whoop, then pew! Nice guy though. Nice guy.
Funny. All right. Okay, let's get one of these out of the way.
Oh, let's get it out of the way.
Yeah, there's two of these in here. Okay. So this right here, Omega Man number 3, first appearance of Lobo.
Yeah.
So I've got two of these from the Brothers collections.
Mm-hmm.
Both very, very high grade. I thought they both had 9.8 potential, no lower than a 9.6. This is one of them. I can already tell you 9.8. This book just actually had a new high sale of I think 370 to 400 roughly. This book in the 9.8 is
Aquaman doesn't ruin it.
Yeah, we'll see. 9.6. Interesting. Really? Okay. Man, I was really hoping for a 9. I was really thinking a 9.8 on that. Is this the one with the bindery? There's one. Oh no, it's not. Okay, so that makes me worried even about the other one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little worried actually now about a couple of these.
Say it ain't so.
I think this is a little harsh. I think that's a little harsh.
You were just praising the greeter.
I know I was, but now he sucks. Now he's Andor.
Yes. Wait, what?
No, I'm kidding. 9.6. It's okay. 9.6.
It's fuming over there.
We'll save that one. You know what? Let me look up the other one real quick. I'm getting the other one.
Yeah, let's get the other one. Sound effects.
Let's see. Did he do the double grading? So some people have a theory that if you just send multiples of a book in, they just slap the same grade on both books.
That would suck.
That would suck.
Let's see.
9.6.
Ooh, the theory is in there.
Dude. Yeah, man. That's interesting. These are really clean, dude.
I have no doubt you're going to take one out and try it again.
No.
No,
the value is just not there to do that.
Okay. Well, how much is the value?
We'll look it up. That's interesting. Those books were both very, very clean, and for both of them to get 9.6, that's fishy. All right. Who are you, guy? Who are you, grader? You're on my good side. Now you're on my bad side.
We're going to come find you.
Oh, shit. Omega Man number 3. Omega Man 3. 9.6, I'm going to say it's $175. In a 9.6. 160. Yep.
What's a 9.8? What's a 9.8? I couldn't see it.
9.8 is like almost 400.
Oh,
yeah.
What do you mean the value's not there? Open it up and take a look.
350.
Well, crack it open. Look what's going on.
Yeah. Oh, actually, hold on. I guess grader notes. Yeah. Let's look up the grader notes real quick. Let's see.
Send it by itself, man. Not with two of them, you know?
Like, I guess just kind of like, it's the fact that both of them got the 9.6. When I was like, one definitely is a 9.8. Let's see. No graders notes. See, I don't like
Not on that one. Only on the other one.
Let me try the other one.
My Daredevil got a 9.2.
I can't wait for PSA to start grading books. I'm so sick of CGC. I'm kidding.
There's always
Love the game. We're playing the game.
Always CBCS, man. They got really. You know what? Let me tell you. You laugh now, motherfucker. But let me tell you something.
What?
When I look back at this wall, the CBCS books look better. They just look better.
Yeah, I get it. For sure.
Yeah,
All
right. I for them more.
Is my son up?
Okay. Oh, okay. Fuck it. You know, we're just gonna go wild here. Hold on a second. Let me get it big. Get that off the screen. You got the.
I am. Hold on.
Just imagine using your toes.
X-Men 221, first appearance of Mr. Sinister.
All right. This is the book that brought me back into the hobby. This is my very first Chase book right here. I own 2 copies of it now. And I lost out on the newspaper edition because I was talking to the fine men from Kiss Comics, and I walked back over and it had been sold. It'd been there all day. And I walked back within 20 minutes and it was gone.
You mean the newsstand?
Newsstand, sorry. Whatever. Pretending. It's been a long day, Johnny.
What do we think this one is?
9.6.
9.6?
I'd love a 9.8. 9.4 to 9.6. I just don't know. 9.4 to 9.6. 9.4. Go for it, fuck it.
9.6.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, that's good.
With that. It's staying with me forever. It's first appearance of Mr. Sinister. Only time he ever looked like that in a book, period. When you open up the first page, he's got sharp teeth and he's pissy. Now he's just some British guy who's all snarky and funny all the time.
Mm-hmm. I can almost hear his voice on that splash page.
Yeah.
You know,
it's great, but you know, I was so scared of him. You know, like when he first came out, I was like, he's like the bad Colossus because he looks just like Colossus.
All right. This grader here, I know. So there's a little something on this book here. This is a great cover. If this gets a 9.8, I'll be thrilled. This is a Lobo #1 newsstand. Okay. Look at that cover. Simon Beasley. Incredible. There's a little something on this cover that I was like, if he sees it, it's like a 9.4. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to take the risk. So we'll see if he saw it.
Have you had that book forever?
No, I actually bought this at the last day of New Orleans Fan Expo this past year. I got this book. And it was on the wall. I was like, you know what? I really didn't spend too much money on comics. All my money went to signatures. Mm-hmm. And I was like, you know what? I was like, this is super clean newsstand. I was like, let me just get it. And then when I got it home, looked underneath the light and I was like, oh, there's a little something here going on. So this even in a 9.6 actually would be really nice in a newsstand. It's gorgeous though, huh?
You've had a few copies of that book.
Yeah.
I remember a long time ago and whatnot, you had one for sale for like $15.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot. I was like, oh, $15 seems like a deal. Let's
Yeah.
see how you did.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 9.4. I'm gonna say he saw that, whatever it was that I saw. It's like a little color gloss loss or something like that.
Mhm.
9.4. Yep.
Uh,
Yep. Dang, it looks so good though.
gloss loss.
Gloss loss. Gloss loss. You win some, you lose some, you lose some.
More wine and whiskey. You're not going to be saying gloss loss. Well,
Gloss loss. Yeah. All right, guy.
I will say, it was really excited when you're kind of like, hey, Rev. It was like early in the week. You're kind of like, I already got the bottle of wine ready. I said, dude, it's a fucking ceremony. Here we go.
It is. Cheers.
Cheers to that. Yeah. Fuck yeah, man. It's Friday. We worked all week. I was in Colorado on Tuesday. And
I know. Yeah, the no greater notes part, Zim. I'm with you. I don't like that, man. I don't like the no greater notes. Okay, ready? This is a Rev book.
This is the last Rev book.
Is it?
I think so. 5.
How many have we done? This is 4. Isn't this 4?
No.
It's not?
We did She-Hulk, Daredevil, the one with just Mr. Sinister.
Sensational She-Hulk.
Okay. Well, yeah. Okay. So and this is 5 right here. Gabriel Delato.
Yep, that's it.
It's not the original one. This is the X-Men Red version. I got it from Willie's Comics.
Willie.
I was feeling bad about myself for missing out on that first Mr. Sinister book from somebody else. So I went and got Willie's version of it. And I saw this, and I know the real book is like $600, but I saw this. I'm like, dude, I've always just loved that cover. It's just a great cover.
It is cool. It is cool. Very cool.
9.6, 9.8, please 9.8. My luck now is tanked. So
right. Yeah, we're feeling a little down right now, aren't we? Maybe I am.
Sorry, my $40 books versus yours, but
no. I'm just saying, like, we're feeling like this grader's pretty. He's on the very accurate to harsh side. I don't think we're getting any grace grades from this guy. Is I guess what I'm feeling.
Yeah. So, I didn't send any like candy in or like little cards this time, so
right. Yeah,
maybe they're being bitter. Let's say 9.6 because I'm just gonna be that guy, but I really want a 9.8 on this one. I feel like it should be 9.8, but let's see. Fuck it, 9.6.
9.8. Hell yeah. That's beautiful. That's gorgeous, man. Very good. Very nice.
It's cool. It's a cool book.
It is, yeah.
And I read it before I sent it over. I pressed it, and then like an idiot, I sat down and I read it, and then I put it back in the back and forth. I mean, do you like press your books and then like open them up through every page to get that little snapping noise done?
Oh yeah. Yeah, you have to do that. I don't bend the book. No. I open it up and I take every single page and just open it up to release the stickiness.
I get worried that I'm going to like turn a page and bend it the wrong way, or like some crazy bullshit's just going to happen in the time frame.
Yep.
I'll take that 9.8. I'm happy. I got 2 9.8s and a 9.6 on that Mr. Sinister. What can go wrong? Here we go.
Yep.
Now let's wait. Let's hope for the big money for Johnny.
All right, we'll go with this one. This is one of my favorite books in this lot. Bernie Wrightson cover. You probably know this book here if you're a gothic DC horror person. Pretty hard to come by-ish. We'll say very hard to come by in high grade. So this is Secret Sinister House number 5. It looks beautiful in this case here. This book has completely exploded. And as you can see, I had put this on Instagram months ago, and I said, I think I can maybe pull a 9.6 out of this. Had a few little minor things on the edges, and then it's got some distribution ink. You can see it actually on the back. But the distribution ink isn't too bad, and it kind of looks like blood, so kind of cool. Mm-hmm. So we're hoping for, like this book in a 9.2 or higher. Actually, this book in a 9.0 or higher is a huge win. So anything other than that, I'm happy.
Let's see. Okay.
Oh, 9.4. Hell,
what did you think?
Yes.
And what were you thinking it might be?
I was hoping for a 9.6, but that was kind of like a grace grade. We'll call it a grace grade. I think 9.4 is accurate and realistic. Yeah, it looks great. Looks really good,
And
actually.
the greater notes because of gloss loss.
I don't know. Let's see. Actually,
No
let's see
greater
what the greater
notes.
notes. Let's see what the greater notes are.
You get the grader who's like super strict, but also just phoning it in on, on greater notes.
It just says distribution ink, right top of back cover. So
Motherfucker.
maybe they tanked it for the heavier distribution ink. You know,
What does
there it
that
is
mean?
right there. See the
What
red?
the, I thought it was like blood or something. What's going on?
That's
What
what
does
I'm
that
saying. It
mean?
looks kind of cool. That's nice though. That looks good. I like that. That's nice. Distribution ink is like whenever newsstands would get the book
Mm-hmm.
and they would spray it down. It has something to do with, I think, like the tracking of the book or something, but basically like they would spray it with this color very heavily in Bronze Age books. So sometimes you'll see blue, green, red, and it's allowable. You know, all those 9.8s, all of these have some form of distribution ink on them.
Wait, somebody gets the book. Wait, this is all new to me, man. What are you talking about? Like, and they spray it down? What for?
Yeah. So they'll get a stack of books. This is in the 70s, right? In Bronze Age, they'll get the stack of comics, and part of the process is a spraying of ink. And I can't remember what the ink means or what its purpose is, but
Lots
it's
of
there.
money.
Well, no, like I mean, like depending on how bad it is, but for the most part, it's pretty allowable in Bronze Age books and pretty common. So yeah, all those 9.8 Tomb of Draculas have distribution ink. That one's a little bit worse though. But there were, like I said, there were a couple of things on this book that I do think warranted a 9.4. So they might not have even cared about the distribution ink. All right.
What's up next?
Well, I promise we'll send that FF book.
I might have to find a better one. I have like 3 or 4 of them. Like they're like that Wolverine 16. Yeah, I'm gonna try and find a high quality version of it because it's gonna look so good on my wall. And I have like I have 2 signed books that I just kind of came across, and I want to send those in too because I've never sent any kind of like signature books in ever. And then one day that magazine subscription we do.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's gonna be this could be a pretty massive magazine submission.
Because that's what's all my graphic novels are caught up in. The New Mutants #1 first print and 4th, I think I have, and I also have that She-Hulk graphic novel. And I'm also gonna have after next Saturday, I'm gonna have a few more from our friend Darklaw.
Hell yeah, it's gonna be a good time at the con in a couple of weeks or next weekend actually.
Next weekend, yeah.
Oh, X-Men 101.
Great cover. That's what you were talking about. Okay, I remember you said that. X-Men 101. Okay.
So this is Terry's. This is I just chose it. I thought it should be graded. I thought it could get at least. I thought it could get a 7.0 with a shot at a 7.5.
7.0.
7.0 with a shot at 7.5. Yes.
Okay.
Let's see what he got.
Hey.
7.5. Very nice.
Go to the box
great.
and see the worth. I want to see what it's worth. I'm interested in that one for sure.
Yeah, that's probably. I'm gonna say close to like 500, 450.
You're gonna call Terry and be like, "Hey, Terry, guess what, buddy?"
Yeah,
like, "Oh."
Yeah.
Are you gonna sell these for him as well?
No. I'm just gonna. I mean, I might post them, but. I mean, at this point, I don't know. I might. We'll see.
You're just gonna give them back to him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, X-Men 101. Hold on, let me look this up. There's Lobos, man. I hate to I hate to dwell on the negative, but they're just son of a bitch.
I'm more to the fact that I'm just dwelling on the fact that you can like multitask, but also like sidebar multitask, where you're being chipper and jovial, and we're going through these books and having a good time, but you're seething underneath.
Those low, dude. I thought I was, dude. That's an easy $800, man. Those 2 things are gonna come back in 9.8.
You're gonna pace your house tonight. Crystal's gonna be like, "Go to bed, Johnny."
There's a couple of books in here that. Hold on. Comics. Here we go. All right, let's hit that. Dude, what are you doing? What's going on here?
There's no X-Men 101.
This thing's glitching. Exiting out. Trying again. What was I saying? I can't even remember.
The logo you said missed out on $800, and then I said you were.
Oh yeah.
And then you added one extra task, and then you broke, just like the internet.
That's right. All right, X-Men 101. What's our FMV? According to Go Collect, 7.5, 375. Not bad.
Nice.
Not bad. Pretty good.
Been sitting in a closet for 20 years.
Right. Exactly. Cool. Moving on.
Absolutely, Dark Claw. Dark Claw says, I want in on that magazine submission. I got a tick number 1. I've been wanting to send in.
Yeah.
I used to have a tick number 1 as well. God damn it. What a weird book. Look at that.
DC Superstars of Magic number 11. Awesome Zatanna
There
cover.
she is.
Bronze Age goodness right here. So this one had a few little things. This one had a couple little minor creases in the top corner here, and it had a little bit of silverfish chew right here on the edge, right there, just on the cover. So I called this one a 9.0 because other than that, it's it's like, other than that, it's really clean. Maybe like one spine tick on it. So those 3 defects, yeah, I say a 9.0.
I'm gonna say a 9.2, Johnny. Look at me.
I would love that. I would love that.
9.2.
But a very cool book, regardless.
Is there any significance other than the Zatanna is awesome?
Just cool Zatanna cover back in the day.
All right. 9.2. Here it goes.
Hey, 9.0. Nice. Looks good in a 9.0. I like it. Yes.
Some weird part of me thinks that, like, when we're doing this, so like the grades could magically change under your hand, just being by how good we've been.
Yep. I trust me.
What the fuck is that? I know you feel the same way. Like,
yeah.
Like if I've been really good today, did I feed the baby good? I guess my wife.
100%.
It's 9.4. All of a sudden 9.6.
Yep.
The magic, y'all. The magic.
I can feel it changing beneath my fingers. DC Superstars of Magic number 11. We'll do a quick market report on that one. Here it is here. 9.0, 270.
Hey.
Not bad. All right. Not bad. Okay. Let's go with this one here. All right. We got another Bernie Wrightson cover.
Why not?
Another Bernie Wrightson. And I think this is House of Secrets as well. Awesome pumpkin cover. Another cool pumpkin cover. Yeah.
It's almost like you like horror books.
It's almost like, yeah, it's cool, man. Look at this shit. It's cool. All right. So this one here, definitely a couple of finger bends, a couple of minor spine ticks. I'm going to say 9.2 on this one.
Okay. You made it sound worse. You made it sound
9.2. I think 9.2. This one, I feel like the black cover House of Secrets, Bronze Age, 9.4 or higher is pretty solid. So 9.2. Let's see what we got. Oh my God. Oh, what the?
Wait, you
dude?
You didn't say enough nice things with your hand over the number.
What? Whoa, dude. Whoa. Holy shit. Hold on, dude.
My Daredevil got a higher grade than that.
It did. What the hell? All right. What did I miss?
Out on some money. Let me finish your sentence.
Dude. Multiple spine stress lines break color. Crease bottom of front cover breaks color. Crease bottom. I don't see it.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you thought the Lobo books were bad, get ready for.
There's no crease on the bottom of this, dude. That breaks color. I'm looking. Crease on the bottom of front cover that breaks color. I'm looking at the bottom of this. I will resend this one in.
I like like it.
I will resend that one in. That's yeah. There's no crease in the bottom that breaks color. I'm looking at it. If you would have said finger bends, some finger bends, like some finger creases that might break color, which are on the side here, I would be like, okay, because those are there, but there's no big crease that breaks color. Fuck that guy.
What would it take for you to open a book again, a CGC? Ladies and gentlemen, for all of those who are new to the show, let me go back in the old time machine where Johnny G once undid a book with his bare fingers. He uncased a book from CGC with his bare fingers while we all watched in person. And it was the most grand thing.
I don't think I could do that now. I think they did alter their cases a little bit.
That was so great. You were so like, let's get it out of here.
All right. Weird War Tales. Number 90. Vampire Nazis, baby. Vampire Nazis. This is crazy.
Is that a Tesla?
This is cool. No. You're funny, dude. You're funny. Okay. Awesome cover. Vampire Nazis. Don't really have to say that many more times. Knowing this grader, 9.4. 9.4, which is actually for this book is not bad. I think that's actually a solid grade for this book.
Did you actively make a grade less just now knowing that this guy's being harsh?
No.
Okay.
Well, I'm sorry. So if this guy would have been like more lenient, it's for other books, I would have said 9.6 on this.
Okay.
But yes, now seeing what he's been doing, 9.4.
9.6. Let's go.
9.4.
It was a 9.0, and when you covered it and I said 9.6, the greater gods made it 9.4.
That's right. It changed. Yeah. So yeah, cool book. Very cool. Solid grade for that. I do want to look that one up. Weird War Tales 90. 8.5. You fuck.
I just know an hour from now or 2 hours from now, or 12 o'clock or so, you're just going to text me.
I'm going to say this motherfucker. I'm actually pretty hungry.
We're going to
Whoa, Jackson. This is 9.4, $70. Fixed price. Oh, no. Last time it sold. Oh, see, that's how volatile the market is. So look at this. You got two sales, one in January of last year, one in October of last year. Huh? The one in October of last year sold for $150. The one in January of last year sold for $70.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it's just the market doesn't know what it wants, man. It's just all over the place. It's all situational. It's who's watching during what time. It's a jungle out there.
There won't be any Nazi vampire movies, I don't think. Have there been Nazi vampire movies?
Yeah, so there are kind of Nazi vampire. Or actually, they're Nazi werewolves. An American Werewolf from London.
If only there was like a good vampire movie out now.
Yeah. Sinners. Did y'all see the grade? Did y'all see the grade? Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now. If this were to get a 9.8, it would literally make up for everything.
Oh no! Why did you do that? You know how this works.
Yeah,
you fucked up, man.
It would make up for everything. Giant size chillers. Number 3, Bernie Wrightson cover. Square bound book. Super hard to get in high grade. Super hard to get. If this were to get a 9.8, all is forgiven. All is forgiven.
Why is a square bound book harder and a good grade? Because they have a stronger back, stronger spine.
They do, but like whenever you open them to read them, it creates almost a crease, like,
You're right.
And sometimes they'll go off that spine. That spine might not be perfect. Me and Claude have talked about this. There's a typical defect that is allowable is when the staples kind of start to rub through and poke through the cover. That is on this book here. But it's also on a giant size X-Men 9.9. And it's also multiple other books. So like something to consider is like when I'm thinking of getting certain books graded, I will go and look up multiple books in that grade and see what defects were allowed, right? So in multiple 9.8s, I see the staple protruding through the front cover and there's color rub there. It's allowable to a certain extent because it's so common. So that's just kind of how like meticulous all this grading stuff is. They consider a lot of things.
So you're thinking 9 point, you want 9.8?
9.8 would make my night. This would make my night 9.8. Yeah.
What's the jump between 9.6 and 9.8 or 9.4?
A lot. Yeah, a lot.
Can you hold it and do the market report before this one?
Sure.
It'll bring up it'll add the gravitas and the the anxiety, if you will. If I know what 9.4, 9.6, and 9.8 are for the people, Johnny.
Yeah. Let's look at it. Giants has Chillers number 3. Night of the Gargoyle. So here's well, it's
put it on
shit.
screen. Put it on screen. Put it on screen.
You know what? I think I just spoiled it for myself.
Why?
There's only one 9.8 on the census.
You have it.
No.
Put it on there. Put it
this
on
is
screen.
it right here. Oh, my bad. It's not a 9.8. Motherfucker. It's not. This is it. The census, I think, would have been updated. There's only one 9.8 on the census, and this is it right here. It sold for $179 back in 2016. That is very strong. That is very strong.
What if they haven't updated it and you have a 9.8?
Then that'd be insane.
Okay.
That would be insane. If this is a 9.8, this was back in 2016. I would say that this book now in a 9.8 would be somewhere probably around the $1,400 range. And then a 9.6 realistically is probably around like the $300 range. Anything below a 9.6 in this is you're looking at maybe 9.4. You probably have some price compression around 9.4, 9.2, 9.0. All that's probably around the 110. So
okay, so
I don't think I don't know.
Get rid of that screen. Let's do this.
God darn it.
It's good.
No illustrator. Yeah, we'll see.
It's a 9.4, Johnny. I'm sorry. You ready? On
1,
3.
2. What the fuck?
And the show's over. Thank you. Good night.
What the fuck? What? Give me I need the graders notes, dude. What? Right. I missed something. I missed something for sure. What did I miss?
I don't want you to hit me over here.
No. What? I need to know what I missed. Look, you can miss things, but he better have some. If he doesn't have any graders notes, that's when I'm going to be pissed. What did I miss? That's crazy. That's wild. Of course, the camera's not working.
Oh, you're hitting the QR code with it or something like that?
Yeah, the little QR code in the back.
Fuck, I need to do that. I haven't done that with any books. That's cool. Interactive comics.
Yeah. Let's see. Come on, dude. I don't know why it's not working. The QR code's not even working.
8.0.
8.0. 8.0, dude. That's like way off. I missed something. There's something I missed for sure.
Is it missing its stamp or something? I don't know.
No. I don't think this one had a stamp. Bro, what the fuck? I can't even color fading, maybe? I don't know.
No. Take your time on that one and come back to it. When you make your video, put that one in there, please.
Yeah, for sure.
Fingers to toast is right. Buying Johnny a whiskey next Saturday after seeing that. Woo.
Yeah. All right. So next one. I think you do have one more book in here, Reverend.
What? You mother fucking acting.
And scene.
This fucking guy. 9294.
So you want to hear the funny thing I actually thought about doing? And I was gonna just buy another one for you. I was actually thinking about doing this. I was actually thinking about destroying this book to the point of being graded a 1.4 and sending it in and just buying you another copy because I was like, this graded in just like the lowest grade would be amazing.
Just send it in as a cover.
Why don't you just tell everybody what this is?
Okay, we've been over this one a few times. Look, I don't care what grade it is. This is actually, I have 3 copies of this. They all looked wonderful when I got them, and this is like the best one at the end. In this book right here, they all go back in time. Of course, they go back in time. Nick Fury has got this whim that he's just going to go stop all the evil by killing Hitler himself. And he goes to go kill Hitler, And the Fantastic Four decided to stop him from killing Hitler because of all things that will happen because of it. But on the cover, you have Sue Storm saying, like, Nick Fury's about to kill Hitler. And what does she say there? She's like, or should we? Like, just keep him alive?
Yeah. So Human Torch says Nick Fury is going to kill Adolf Hitler. And then Sue Storm says, and we have to stop him. Or do we? Or do we?
I mean, dude, it's so good. I mean, like, how sensational. Look, there's literally a Sig Heil on the damn cover.
Yeah.
Holy shit. John Byrne was wild, man.
What grade you want?
Well, you can look at the top and see that it's brown already. Where it says America's best comic book cover or whatever comic book it is, you can see it right there. It's kind of brown.
Oh, yellow one?
Yeah. Oh, man, look, dude, it's going to be like an 8. But if I get like a 9.2 or 9.4,
it'd be a perfect grade for this book?
Nothing.
A 9. 9.
A 9. Okay,
a
look.
9. This thing got a 9.
Dude, it's gonna go on the wall.
Please be a 9. Oh, please be a 9.
Can we all just pray for a 9?
Please.
I'll put the EIN next to it. 9.
The real skill would be to take a book and get it to become a 9.0 exactly. That's skill. That is
a new
skill.
Game, man. To try and just keep you get a book like the very lowest level all the way up to the top, you know?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay, I don't know. Anyway, I love this cover. I've been in love with this cover forever. I will always buy this cover when I come across it just because I like it. It's so ridiculous. Get yourself one. 9.0. Here we go. Oh, what? That's almost worse. What is it doing in a 9.8? Oh my god.
Gee.
That book has all kinds of bullshit on it, dude. It was not in good shape. It was not in good shape, Johnny. It's yellow pages. It was a shitty book.
Yellow pages.
I had pressed it like a long time ago. I didn't even press it when I gave it back to you.
I'm actually looking at like 2 spine ticks right now on it. Grading is a sham.
Oh my god, dude. I don't know, man. I'm kind of down with this guy now.
I know, right? Yeah. Congrats. I'm happy for you. At least somebody's winning here.
I'm gonna put that on a necklace and go to the St. Tammany Comic-Con with it on me, like right here. Like,
dude, that's hilarious. You should do that. That is so funny.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I got 2 books left.
First of all, Johnny, I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
For adding that book in there. And god damn it, dude.
What?
I'm mad at myself that you were able to fucking trick me this long.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't believe anything I say. All right. 2 more books. They're both mine, both X-23 related. I tell you what can make up for the 8.0 and the giant size chillers is this next book was so clean and the cut on it was so nice.
Yes.
I was like, man, this could get a 9.9.
Ladies and gentlemen, the final book of the X-23 run, the original run for her origin. It was so good.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Phil Noto did that cover. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it has something to do with the story, so it makes sense. It's just a great cover. Whenever you see this art on anything, you should get it. It's fucking great. Congratulations, Johnny, on your 9.8.
Sweet. No! I'll take it. Yeah, that is beautiful.
Low print run, too, by the way. That's what makes it more important.
It is. It is low print run. It is beautiful. That's nice.
Yeah, it makes up for it. And it's not a big
nice.
money book. It's just because it's one of those ones that, like, when you see it in your collection and you're a fan, you kind of go like,
yeah, I got you.
Good job. Yeah, good job.
It's nice. All right, last book of the night. Goodness. All right. This one goes into the hold on.
Little Mike Mayhew. Okay.
Mike Mayhew is a great cover. This is X-23 number 2.
Yes.
The Mike Mayhew variant. This is a 1 in 10, I believe. Gorgeous vampire variant.
It feels like it's so much more than that. Like you say 1 in 10, I hear you. It feels more like 1 in 50. It really does. It's a very hard book to get. Period.
Yeah, pretty scarce. Black cover. Yeah, if this hits anything other than a 9.8, unfortunately, it's gonna bum me out a lot because this needs to be a 9.8, along with
Market
everything
value-
else said tonight.
Market value before
Before?
because yeah.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it's like 350.
Woo! It won't be any less than a 9.6.
X23 number 2.
It's number 2.
Yeah.
You would think there'd be more because she was a very popular character. You think there'd be more that had been graded that high, or you know what I'm saying? Because like in the beginning of runs, the people buy more of the covers.
Right.
At the end, if the book isn't very good, they don't. You know.
Last 2 sales on eBay, fixed price is $375.
Yeah, at 9.8.
At a 9.8. Yep.
Okay.
9.6. Where are we at? 280. So really, I mean, yeah. I mean,
and you bought it for like 50, didn't you? What did you buy it for?
No, I bought it for I think I did pick this one up for like 100. I think I did pay like 100 for this, yeah.
And what is the 9.6?
9.6 is this ain't 280. This one kind of has a base value of like 150 in high grade. It's not really gonna get much cheaper.
X23, ma'am.
210. Okay, so 9.4 drops down to 80. So yeah, so 9.6 or it's 9.6 or higher on this one. Yeah. Yep, 225. Actually 216 and 24. February of last year, it sold for 175 best offer in a 9.6. That's scary.
Well, we don't have to worry about that, Johnny G, because you're gonna lift your fucking hand up on the last book of the night, and it's gonna be a 9.8, and we will cheer, and then we will not go over every book, but we'll say that the highs and the lows.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. All right.
You ready? Just rip that 9.8 off, and let's keep moving. 1, 2, 3. There we are.
There it is. All right. That's beautiful. Thank God.
You're welcome.
Thank God.
I curse that hand magic. I say, don't fuck with me, hand magic.
Yeah, I love it. Awesome.
Congratulations.
All right. Thanks. All right. We got our.
Hey, you relax.
Huh?
You can air your
starving
a little bit, just like.
I feel starving. So yeah, that was interesting, man. That was interesting. I want to. Okay, now I can look up the graders notes on that giant size chillers because I don't have to worry about spoiling any other grades. So let's see the graders notes on this giant size chillers. Why? Why? Oh, why?
While you're doing that, I'm
yeah.
just gonna say all the books that like I really wanted to have high grades got them all, so I'm very, very happy. I didn't expect the Mr. Sinister to be more than a 9.6. I think I said that to you. The Daredevil, whatever. Just happy to have it. The She-Hulk, amazing. Thank you again, Dark Claw. The X23 Gabriel Auto for me, amazing. And my God, dude, is it? I mean, you got more money, but was there a bigger win of the night than the fucking Hitler cover?
That is. Yep. That is amazing. Okay. So the graders notes on this, and this is all it says. Light multiple crease, bottom of back cover.
Let's see. Multiple crease.
Yeah, bottom of back cover. Oh, wow.
Can you see it?
I do actually. Oh shit. Interesting. Hold on. You know, I do see it, but I think that's pressable. Like, I don't know why that's. Yeah, that's weird. And it's like discolored. That's weird. Interesting. Yeah, I see what he's talking about. Okay.
Will you press it? Will you press it? Will you take it out and press it?
I might need to I might be able to clean it. Like, it looks like not like the creases break color, but there's just like dirt in the form of crease. It's really weird, actually. Interesting. Okay.
You should definitely
I'm gonna try that one again for sure.
film this. Film like you like doing this. Like get an intrepid like view of like the dirt and see what you. I think that'd be a very interesting video to watch. I'd like to see you do it and then send it in on the time lapse thing where you get it back. You know.
Right. Yeah.
I think it'd be cool.
For sure. Yeah, for sure.
And you're saying you're not going to do the Lobos one, but man, you're going to do one of them. You're going to look at them. It's going to eat you up, buddy.
The Lobo one, that one's already not worth what I paid for it in the grading. It's already at a negative. Honestly, I would rather take that book out of the slab and put it in Mylar and just put it in my personal box. That's kind of where that book's at. Okay. You're talking about the Omega Man number 3, the 9.6s? Yeah. No, I'm going to cut my losses. I'm going to sell those as 9.6s.
Will you wait? Will you wait for a while for the movie?
Well, I'm sure once Jason Momoa pops up on screen as Lobo, I'm sure there's going to be some sort of uptick for sure. Okay. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think it's be good.
I think it's wild they cast him. By the way, I think
it's perfect.
I'm not saying it's not perfect. I'm saying I think it's wild they did. I mean, like he was just Aquaman.
Yeah.
And now he's going to be Lobo in the same damn universe. It just seems kind of weird.
Yeah.
So not in that Johnny Storm / Captain America way. This is actually worse. It's too soon.
It is very soon. I don't know. They said that The Flash was the first movie in James Gunn's new DC universe, but I think he just said that thinking that The Flash was going to be a bigger success than what it was. But 100%, The Flash left off in his own alternate universe. They left the door wide open for them to do whatever they want. They could either go back there, grab it, use it, or they could just he's off in his other universe.
Aquaman's in the Flash movie though. At the very end.
Right, but I'm saying that whole movie takes place in like a different.
What? Did
universe. It? Yeah. He alters. He alters like.
That's not what I.
Yeah, what's his name shows up? Who shows up at the end in the limousine?
Yeah, but okay. I know. I got it.
Who is it?
Your boy, J-Lo.
No, not.
Oh, Michael Keaton.
No, George Clooney.
Clooney, yeah. That's just being a dumbass. That's just being a dumbass. You're right. He ends up in an alternate universe. Okay.
Yeah. So like it's there to. They don't have to go by it. It's a safe space, for sure.
I forgot all about that, man.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. All right. So in summation, how did you feel? Do you feel like you got ahead of everything, or you broke even, or you licking your wounds a little bit, or what?
Yeah, definitely not as spot on as I wanted it to be. But I mean, there's still some great books in here. The Giant Size Chillers, cracking that one out.
Yes.
Trying that again. This is amazing. These two books are the biggest wins for the night for me.
Honestly, the one in your right hand, the X-23, the 9.8 with the Phil Noto.
Yeah.
Put it on your wall and look at it. It looks.
Oh yeah. These are beautiful. Love these. Mm-hmm. This is the Burning Rights, and this right here is a big hit. I don't like this one at all. This one's I actually might warrant a crack because I just don't see what he's talking about.
Mm-hmm.
The Zatanna's win. The other House of Secrets actually is a huge win. That's that's what do we say the price was on this one?
I don't remember.
I think it was like $600. It's The Alien Worlds 4. That's a huge win. The Dave Stevens one. That's a huge win. That was good.
Okay. There you go. Feeling better about yourself.
Yeah. Coming back around. Shit. But yeah, I mean, look, it's fine. When I send these books in, when I buy them and I press them, my bet is hedged heavily. There's a lot of room for error. Like whenever I buy books, I typically get them at very, very good deals in case stuff like this happens. And then so I'm not at a loss of money here by any means. And I still enjoy what I have. It's just, I just had higher expectations. That's all.
Well, like you said, when we started, man, it's the game you play. It's the game you play.
Yep.
And it sounds like you're gonna win. You're gonna win this, and so I mean, good. Some of these are you gonna sell any of these? What's gonna happen?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna sell. I'm going to sell. The Lobos are going to be for sale. The if anybody's interested in honestly any of the X-Men stuff, the Gambit, the first Gambit, the first Phoenix, those are going to be for sale, not for me, but for somebody else. I can definitely get those to you if you want. What else? Fantastic Four Hitler cover, that's going to be for sale.
Not for sale. Not for sale. It's going to be the crown jewel over here on the wall next to my She-Hulk.
Mm-hmm. This one's going to be for sale.
Stupid, man.
So yeah, I mean, a good bit of them. Just check the eBay or message me on Instagram if you're interested in any of these.
Paper Chase.
Yeah, Paper Chase Comics on Instagram. Paper Chase _comics on Instagram.
And come find me on Instagram if you want to talk poetry. I'm there. A good poetry slam. I'm always up for it. Little haiku, a 713-7. Here we go.
Hey,
Reverend Wormwood on Instagram. I don't know.
Yeah.
Come on. I don't post anything, but I will talk to you in a chat.
There you go. I like your shirt too, by the way.
Hey, I like that. Appreciate it. Bing.
Show the camera.
Is it backwards? I don't know.
No.
Showcase? Okay. It's backwards.
Yeah.
It's a showcase. It was a great shirt. I don't ever buy Comic-Con shirts, but it's a showcase shirt from which one was this one again?
Black Cat. Oh, wait, you talking about which Comic-Con or which?
Where'd you go? Which one was this one again?
This was the one Slidell that we went to.
Okay.
Yeah. But they did a homage to Black Cat 50 or whatever.
But next week, join us if you can. It doesn't matter where you are. You're invited to come down to the St. Tammany Comic-Con. Fingers and Toes. John O. Silva is coming. We're gonna go hang out with Dark Claw at his booth. It's literally gonna be like Clerks, man. We're gonna hang out. We're gonna talk some shit. We're gonna have some drinks. We're gonna walk around and do some stuff. I think Nolan's gonna be there with Crystal.
Yep.
At some point. So literally, the community is gonna be where you can be if you want to be there. Just a quick plane ride down. I'll buy you your first beer. We're gonna have a great time. Really just got there to support Dark Claw and see what all is going on. But we have a good time. This is a really good crew of people, and we always have a good time. Really excited about Fingers and Toes and Emily coming down. How awesome, man! They're coming from Florida just to come hang out.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good time. I'm really looking forward to it. And actually, what day do they get in? What day do y'all get in?
I think they're getting in Friday.
Well, come see Thunderbolts with us.
Let's do it. I'm telling you to come see Thunderbolts with us now. If you can't, cool. But if not, please do. And then Sunday over at my house.
Yeah.
So or whatever. I know you got some kind of thing going on. But anyway.
Oh yes, I do. My grandma. I have to go see it's my grandma. Nolan's great grandma. She's turned 90.
Bring her over to my house. Pool party. We'll just throw her in.
Yeah. So we do have to do that. But if we get back early enough, we will definitely stop by. The whole crew, the whole family will stop by.
That's a win.
So yeah. Okay. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate you always hanging out. New video coming out this week on a storage comic haul. That was pretty epic. It's we'll call it the second or third best comic haul ever. It's really good. It's a really good one. Really good one. So I need to do more videos on, like, I don't know, more useful information. Like the comic haul stuff is fun. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy watching those on YouTube, but I need to do more of, like, I don't know, like when I did cleaning and pressing videos, those did really well. People seem to like those, and just more informative videos.
Well, now you have videos to crack open a fucking case and clean the books.
Yeah.
Right there. Just hone in on that right there, buddy.
True. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate y'all. Happy Friday.
It means a lot. It means a lot to us. Appreciate it. Episode 38.
38? It's actually 39, but I fucked up the thumbnail.
Wonderful. Even better. Episode 39 of Into the Void is concluded. Thank you guys so much. Find us on Instagram, Johnny's selling on eBay and all these other places like that. Friend each other, have conversations, come talk to us. We'll see you soon.
Later.